Okay, here's a Cragstand's Space Capsule. This is the battery-operated friendship version from the early 1960s. This is the bump and go with the smoking thrusters and the blinking light up here in the console. And I'll put a link down below in the description of the repair video for this, so if you'd like to see inside and see how it works, you can see all of that good stuff. In case you're interested in seeing more sides of it here before I turn it on. We can see the back side and the thruster and the friendship and all that good stuff. Now, I actually had one of these when I was a kid back in the early 60s, and I wasn't 100% sure of my memory, but my memory was remembering, instead of this being a solid colored thruster, I remembered mine being a translucent red thruster, and I remember there being a light in there besides the smoke that comes out. And this particular one, there's no light, and these aren't translucent, so I'm going, okay, either I'm remembering wrong or they made more than one version. And what normally would happen is if a toy had a long lifespan, they would start removing things to save money, like removing the light in there, stuff like that. But I was searching around on the internet and went up to the Alphadrome database, and on their database down below, whoever wrote their description of the one they had is, yes, in fact, the rear thrusters did light up on the one they had, besides the smoking function. So I'm guessing that I remembered correctly, and this is just one more variation or version of that. Okay, I don't have a very large area here for this toy. I've laid a couple of crutches down to try to keep it from going under things and getting stuck. Everything else I think I should be able to bump into, including me. Can't get very far back here, so let's just set the camera here for just a second, and I'll put this capsule down on the floor and we'll see what happens. It's a mover. Holy moly. There it goes. Oh, I can see the smoke. I don't know that the camera's going to pick it up, but it's smoking up a storm. Alright. Oh, come here. Look at that. Ooh. Let's shut her down. The batteries go from the top here, slide back. It's spring-loaded in the back end, so you shove them in that way and lift them up this way. Use 2 Cragstand D-cell batteries. Well, I didn't know they had their own brand of batteries. So when this comes down, then you slide this catch forward, and that locks the battery door down. It's kind of unusual to have a bump and go toy that has a plastic dome on the front, which means this is constantly going to be crashing into things. You see you have a little astronaut's face in there, and you got a control console besides the blinking red light feature. So check out the repair video down below if you'd like to see how the toy works and what it looks like on the inside.